Apex here, gonna be streaming some more uh, Red Dead Redemption 2. Kind of in between texts right now about like getting stuff for Christmas for my family and shit like that. So, just finishing up that conversation. But yeah, we're gonna be playing some more Red Dead Redemption 2 here. Let me send this last text. This fucking thing takes forever to load. I finally got my character, his appearance changed, so that's gonna be something new. Trying to think. I can't remember if I got my new outfit before, and I think I had part of it done. Yep, changed my character's appearance a little bit. Now I think he looks kind of like Arthur from the Peaky Blinders, which is what I was more or less going for, and I threw this scar on there because, you know, if you guys watch Peaky Blinders on Netflix, then you know that Arthur's like the enforcer of the Peaky Blinders. He does a lot of the fighting, and you know, he does a lot of the dirty work, more or less. So I figured, like, yeah, you know, I think Arthur should have, you know, like this big wicked ass scar, you know, on his face, make him look real badass. And of course you got the typical mustache, the hair color. I changed the hair color from black to brown. I didn't switch out my hairstyle. I still have the one that I originally had. But see, there's my horse. I'm going to try set up my camp. Not Bayou, damn it. Sorry, my X button is currently glitched, or really stuck in the controller. What the hell is this fucker talking? Really? Really, motherfucker? Say something. Watch, I'm gonna get charged with murder right there. Look at that. Guy's shooting at me, and I get charged with murder. What kind of shit is that? Let me see here. It's tall trees, Heartland, Great Plains. Let's see if it sets my camp up. Fool's gold. Free roam event. I ain't worried about that. It's in your pockets, douchebag. I need money anyway. 8 cents? You broke ass son of a bitch.
Hello, sir.
It doesn't look like he's gonna put my camp up. Let's fast travel to... go to Valentine. Let's see if I got any decent bounties, or at least some that'll pay good. Started using fast travel a lot more lately. I don't know why though. Normally I would just ride in a direction, but I got the pump shotgun now, and I've got the Lancaster repeater. I've got my dual of mats. I can't remember what else I got. I think I got another one. Oh yeah, I got the rolling block rifle. That's my new sniper. Man, I use it for hunting. I don't know if I had it in the last stream that I did. Let's go up here. Alright. See, who do we got? Carter. Milton Reed is the one I want to go for. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for Milton Reed. His standard bounty ain't worth particularly a lot. Alright, so let's see where it's gonna send us. Where does it want to send us? There it goes. I was wondering why it was taking so long. Yeah, I'm out of horse feed. Not of stuff to feed my horse. I'm gonna drink me some Guarma rum. Widow Rock, I don't know where that's at. I don't think I've ever been to Widow Rock. A little further into the water so we're not getting swept by the stream. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Big Valley's fucking treacherous. It's hell on horses. I have no idea how my buddy and his posse hunt out here. I can barely ride out here. And these motherfuckers know every inch of Big Valley. More of an Amberino guy myself. Them snakes. It's weird because I can ride through Amberino better than I can any other terrain on the map. I have no idea why. I guess Amberino is more familiar and easier for me. I don't know what it is. Plus, I feel more comfortable in Amberino, you know, with the snow and all that, and mountains. That's like, every time I see it in a game, every time I see any, like that type of terrain or region in the game, I instantly want to go to that spot. I want to go and check out that place. I don't know why. I did it with Ark. The first thing I asked Irish and Connor when I first started playing Dark Souls was any snow and mountains, and they were like, yeah, but there's none in this one when we started playing 3, and then we started playing 2, and everybody just got, you know, busy and into other games and shit, so we were like, yeah, fuck it. Like, fuck Dark Souls 2. Don't worry about it. Search the area. Oh yeah. I know what these ones are like. I think he's up on the hillside with a group of guys. That's normally where they're at. Read his footsteps go up through here. Every time you use your Deadeye, it refreshes that tracking meter. Yeah, he's up here in the fucking side of the mountain with a gang of dudes. I think it's like 3, maybe 4 of them. Oh, maybe he's not. but it's been up here, so because his tracks lead up here. So yeah, he's been up there. I don't care, take the HP. Shit don't bother me none. What is that? Nope, not here either. Damn, this one's gonna be pretty tricky. Every time I've done it, they were up on top of the mountain. Hmm. Oh, what is that? Something over here by this rock. What in the hell? Okay, so you leading me back up the fucking mountain now? What are you doing? These ones are always a bitch, cause you always gotta track somebody down. The writing and all that stuff, that's not too bad, but like, this part here is the pain in the ass. Every time you have to do one of these. The fucking hell. Ooh, god damn. That was a fall. Alright, this has gotta be the last one. I see him going up through there. I haven't been this way. His fucking tracks lead in all these directions, but yet he's not here at any one of them. I'm just fucking wasting time with this shit. Can you fucking go, horse? Jesus. Sometimes I think these horses are fucking brain damaged or something. I don't see anything else here. Unless the motherfucker's inside the cabin. Which, I mean, I doubt, because... Shit. I mean, who the hell would want to be in here? I'll take that. Fucking, we're checking nightstand, too. Nothing. Crap. Yeah, I got nothing here. Like, what in the hell is going on? Where is this dude? Motherfucker should be here. But he ain't here. Come here, horse. Let's go. Ain't here. Alright, so I've been the fucking edge of every fucking part of this big ass ring they got me running around in. And haven't found him. Here's what I'm gonna do. I've been to that part of it. He ain't up there. I don't even think there is anywhere to go up on those rocks, or any way to get up there, other than falling. This is up here. Shit, I'm hoping like hell he ain't up here. If he is, that's gonna fucking suck. But I'm pretty sure he ain't up here. You gotta be fucking ballsy and stupid to fucking take your horse up this kind of terrain. I mean, look at that. That shit's made to be done on foot. I'm about to John Wayne this motherfucker right here. Come on now, get up there. There we go. All the way around and nothing. We got 3 minutes to get to find this motherfucker and take him back. Can't find him anywhere. Hell, what kind of shit is this? That's where they had their little camp at. Oh, horse did pretty good going up that trail there, I gotta say. I'm pretty impressed. Bunch of deer and shit, but no sign of this dude. I don't think he could be over here. I feel like I came from this way. Somehow or another. Yeah, I crossed down here. Didn't I? Which way did I fucking come in here? Oh no, I don't remember going across that bridge. So, yeah, I can search this side too. That's him down there, watch. Is that him? Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me? Get the hell out of here, motherfucker. I'm about to take you in dead. I told you to shut the fuck up. Come here, horse. Now I got him and it added like 5 more minutes on. That's fucking great. It's in your pockets. Shut up before I throw your ass in the river. Motherfucker, making me search all over fucking creation for your dumb ass. I wish you could like order your horse to go somewhere. And I know what a lot of you are thinking right there when I said that is like, well, you can make him flee. No, that's not what I mean. I mean, I wish like I could actually like tell my horse, hey, horse, go to Valentine or something like that. I can get him to go somewhere. Jesus. Shut up back here. The more you talk, the less focus I got. More likely I am to wreck. I don't want your ass thrown in the river, do you? Oh, see, almost wrecked right there. Get on over there. Go ahead, speak. I dare you. This time I'm pulling out the fucking Lamette. I'm gonna hit you with that one. Next it's gonna be the fucking shotgun. Now, do you really wanna play, motherfucker? 'Cause I ain't fucking playing with you.
Lord above.
Best quit your bitching. My trigger finger's itching. Go ahead, say something. I'm just gonna let him kind of cruise from here so he can regain some stamina. There we go. I want to go fast down through here anyway. Shut your ass up back there. Shut up. Okay. Fuck, I'm about to throw you in this river and catch you at the bottom. So go ahead, keep it up. What'd I say? Don't make me get off his horse. If I get off his horse, I'm shooting you in the head with a shotgun.
Oh, you gonna see me again?
Quiet yourself. Shut up. Men are talking here. Alright. Time to get your ass off of my fucking horse and into that fucking jail cell. What up, Sharif?
Just so we can string 'em high.
Omar the Sharif.
It's all there for you. Hope it was worth it.
Yeah. Me too. How much you pay me here? Large him up. 608 in bounty hunter. 0.36 in gold. $36. Jesus Christ. That's actually pretty good for a fucking bounty. Alright. Emily Carter. And Dara McMahon. I don't know how to fucking speak that shit. Alright, let me see if I can get my camp set up in the Heartlands. Let's see if he'll do it here. Camps, they were working there for a little while and something happened and fucked with them. And now horses are starting to glitch where if you fucking just jump on them, 9 times out of 10 the fucking horse won't run. I've been getting pretty lucky here. But I got my other horse, my Arabian, that I've been working on. See, look at that. It just took my fucking camp away. Made me pay for it just to put it down and take it right back away. You gotta keep my fucking camp there, Crips. If I get there and you start packing my fucking camp up, I'm gonna shove that little white flag up there, right up your ass. Fucking go with the fucking Vlad the Impaler on your ass. Stupid motherfucker. Don't be messing with my camp. Shut up over there. I'm gonna check all my materials. Right now I'm saving up for the hunting wagon. I can get like the large wagon, but I'm not worried about it. Jesus fucking Christ! I got 10 goods to my name. $31. I need to get some stuff, some materials, some materials. All right. Here we go. All right. These motherfuckers over here. Got him. Fuck is going on over there?
Oh God, I'm out.
What the fuck? Alright, horse, let's go. See what the fuck's going on down here. God damn, my fucking revolvers are dirty as hell.
Oh, hellfire.
The fuck you goofy band of motherfuckers doing down here? Really? A fucking fox? You motherfucker.
Thank God. That animal was a goddamn menace.
Yeah, motherfucker, you better pay me.
Save me, partner. Woo! I was almost a meal there. Bye, friend.
10 bucks. $10? I'm about to search your fucking pockets. You better hope you have more than $10 on you. Jesus, I blew his fucking head off. I didn't think I shot him. I didn't think I had the fucking things on there. The revolvers. But at least he got us a coyote, so that's good. I don't care if it's torn all to shit. As long as it can go in supplies, I'm gonna take it. And them horses are running. Oh no, those are deer. Those are deer. What the hell are they running from? Oh, that player down there somewhere. Oh, it's these assholes on horses. Fucking idiots scaring off the deer. Wait a minute. Damn it. Fuck out of the way or I might just shoot you too. Fucking assholes. God damn it. Fuck. Where are you at? Mallard duck. Son of a bitch. The fucking assholes on that horse. Hope they won't find much more out here. I'm not a big fan of the Heartlands anyway, mainly birds and shit.
Come on.
Hold on, what is that up there? 3-starred white-tailed deer. He's by himself. Bam. Got him. Alright. Pull this coyote off. We're gonna skin him. Throw his thing on there. His fucking skin. Alright. Your carcass will add up nicely. A 2-star duck, 2-star possum, 1-star. Or actually, we got those feathers from that other duck. I almost forgot about that one. And we got the skin there. That's always good. Something up here running. What is that? I don't know. Is that a squirrel or a rabbit? Oh, that was a rabbit. Ah, one star. Let's say one-tailed. Fucking three-tailed rabbits. At least I get some fucking meat out of it. Replenish any health and whatnot. Pretty close to camp. So if I'm gonna go to camp, I wanna go this way. Come on, get up there. I don't like hunting down here on this fucking hillside anyway. If I hadn't slowed down right there, or fucking, you know, pretty much stopped myself, the horse would have ran straight into that rock. I've noticed it with horses on here, is, like, if you're like running full speed at something, right? If you're running full speed at that tree, your horse would run right into it. But when you're just walking, your horse is like stepping side to side and trying to dodge stuff. That's all horses over there. But if you're like going at this tree, you dodge, there's another tree right here, boom. Your horse would actually run into that and hurt himself, and you drop all your stuff and it would all get damaged. I don't know why that's even a thing. I would do like I would have them do like the fucking classic shit where they like hit the brakes and just sling your ass over the reins. I think that'd be a little bit better. Oh yeah, turkeys. Motherfucker kept moving around. This Eastern wild turkey. I like a little wild turkey now. Wild turkey's good. Alright. See what we get. Some bird meat, turkey feather. That's it. Alright. Let's do this one. I was hoping for a fucking 3-star out of him, but no, I mean, whatever. Plump bird meat, turkey feathers. You know what? I'm gonna pick up this fucking carcass right here. And since I'm right here at camp, I'm gonna go throw all this shit in there. I'd rather have a little bit of materials than none at all. You know, because then that can build while I go hunting again. You know, and shit like that. That, you know, it might not save a whole lot of time, but it still gets a lot of shit done. I just want to put something in there for now.
Very nice.
I don't even care, like, if it's worth a bunch of money, as long as I've got some kind of, you know, materials in there that'll start working towards making some. Ooh, trader rank up. What did I get it? 13. 13 complete. Yeah, I got the material satchel upgrade. Okay. But now I can get the, now I can buy the hunting wagon, and I can buy the large delivery wagon. Which I'm not all that worried about it. I'm worried about rings or any of that stuff. Horses are cool, outfit, whatever. I like my outfit. I'm a Peaky Blinder. I mean, come on. Yeah, when I was remaking my character, I actually looked up pictures of Arthur Shelby from, or the guy who plays him. I've seen him in other movies and or you know, like other shows and shit like that, but I wanted to go for his look from Peaky Blinders. And, alright, there we go. There's some deer. That motherfucker's running. But, yeah, I was kind of trying to use that to kind of shape the character's face, because there's not a whole lot of options as far as, like, actual scaling goes. You know, it's not like Fallout. You know, how they have their character customizations. You can change, like, all the bone structures and all that. Whereas in here, you kind of have to pick and choose. You know, but I mean, it's not bad. I still like it. It's definitely a lot more advanced than GTA 5. The GTA 5, when they released online and all that with character customization options and all that stuff, yeah, first hearing about it, I was like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be able to play GTA with my own customized character. You know, no presets, and bam. What is it when you first start the fucking game up? Presets. There's a bunch of fucking presets, and I'm like, god damn. I said, no presets, man, come on. I lost the fucking thing. Damn. And back into the fields. I don't like this fucking, the woods. I don't like hunting in the woods on here. Especially all these low-hanging trees, it's always room for something to be hiding. I was hunting in tall trees one time, and there was a bunch of bushes. And the bushes were like right between these two trees, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna run right between the trees, I don't care. So I go to run in between the trees, and a fucking bear comes running out of the bush, and I'm like 5 feet away from the bush, and I'm like, oh shit! This was like real early on. All I had was the carbon repeater, but I killed the bear. I was like, you know, fuck this dude. Can you give me my fucking rifle, thank you? Another deer. God damn it. Boom, I got 3 of them. Hell yeah. Alright, what's the level on this one? 1 star, fun. That's I think it's a buck. No, it's a doe. I couldn't tell if it had antlers or if that was just grass. But yeah, I got him pretty close. I know Arthur in the Peaky Blinders is kind of tan, but I was like, you know, it's like Wild West, kinda. So I was trying to add like kind of like a little bit of more like sunburn, and it ended up making him like pale white with like kind of like reddish cheeks and shit like that. Like he actually was like badly sunburned on his cheeks, and then I couldn't fucking figure out how to change it, and I couldn't figure out how to like set it back, so I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep it. I got the shape and all that shit down, just color's a little bit off, but that's whatever. Funny thing was, after I customized him and changed the character's appearance to Arthur Shelby, first thing I did after that, I loaded in Saint Denis, which is weird because I didn't log out there. But I loaded in Saint Denis, and the first thing I did was I ran up to somebody and punched him right square in the face. It was like, I was like, yeah. You know, now I feel like Arthur Shelby. What would Arthur do? Arthur would punch that motherfucker right square in the nose. I was like, can you just fucking lock on? Thanks. Oh yeah, got him. I don't think he's a 3-star though. Nope. Yep, first thing I did, ran up and punched a motherfucker right square in the face. It wasn't a player, it was an NPC. Yeah, and I was like, now I'm Arthur. Now I'm Arthur Shelby. And when it comes to the show, I feel like Arthur is definitely my favorite. And it's not just because, you know, he's he's the enforcer. He's supposed to do all the dirty work and all that shit. It's the main thing with Arthur is especially his you know, early on, you know, there's like no doubt that he knows that he's a bad guy. And, you know, he's not really a bad guy, you know, but he's that guy that does all the dirty work for, you know, his family or his group or whatever, his faction in the show. And some people do perceive that as, you know, that he would be like the bad guy. If there was ever going to be a bad guy, then it would, you know, if the good guys had their bad guy. He's the fucking Deadpool of Peaky Blinders. More or less an anti-hero. But that's one of the reasons why I like him. But later on into the show, Arthur gets married, and his wife, I think her name's Linda. I can't quite remember. It's been a while since I watched it. I still haven't watched season 5 because they did release their 5th season. But yeah, his wife is like trying to kind of pull him away from doing all this, you know, all this dirty work and stuff like that and shit that, you know, will like kind of fuck with him. Now she's like a hardcore Christian. Me myself, I'm not a Christian, you know. Like, you know, I try to understand all religions and respect all religions, you know, because everybody has different views on that type of thing. But yeah, she's trying to like give him kind of like the, you know, God has a higher purpose for you other than, you know, beating the shit out of people and stuff like that. So I mean, you know, and he does, you know, really try to go away or like kind of get away from that whole aspect, you know, from the whole you know, am I a bad guy, or, you know, am I a good guy? What do I want to be? You know, he constantly has that internal fight kind of thing, that internal moral compass battle between, you know, right and wrong, good and bad, and shit like that. But that's in like season 4, and he really starts to come back to be, you know, in my opinion, a much better character. And you know, he pulls out like a lot of character development, and that's in season 4, which is the last one I watched. But he starts to like kind of understand that sometimes good men have to do bad things, you know, that kind of deal. I think he really starts to, you know, come to terms with that, and that he's one of those good guys that has to do bad things. So yeah, that definitely makes him my favorite out of the characters. My second would have to be John. I love John. He's an awesome character. But by the time he gets to the 4th season, he's more influenced by his wife, you know, than any other character in the show. And, you know, he's just kind of there, you know, until he gets killed off. And when they killed him, honestly, like, at that point I was like, you know, John's kind of being stupid here, you know, he's doing like everything that his wife suggests. His wife wants them to get away from the family and all that shit, and away from all of the, you know, the crime and, you know, all that stuff. And that's eventually what comes back to bite her in the ass, because it's what gets John killed. And but like real early on, like John, I knew John would be, you know, one of my more, you know, favorite characters. And the one thing that I really like about John is that his character was like really young when a lot of like the lore starts to come in and stuff during like the lore and all that. His character is like younger, so he was like in his teens digging trenches and shit, fight like in the war and shit like that. And he even tells Polly when they introduce Michael Gray, which is their cousin, when they introduce his character into the show, and he wants to be part of the Peaky Blinders. He wants to be part of their you know, part of the whole group and all that stuff, which is kind of understandable for Michael Gray's character, for the character, you know, that is Michael Gray. Michael Gray is not the actor. I can't remember the guy's name, but I've seen him in other shows like Animal Kingdom. I think I saw him in a movie before all of that, but I can't quite remember. I'm not worried about hunting right now. I'm out here trying to gather up a couple of resources from a horse. Creeping thumb's good. But yeah, John, his character in the Peaky Blinders really stood out early on, because he tells Paulie, he's like, when I was Michael's age, I had killed 100 men already. And he's like, you know, I was in the middle of a war. I killed 100 men and seen 1,000 die and shit like that. So stuff like that really, you know, kind of stood out to me as a character for John Shelby, and I was like, that's actually really cool. And you know, one thing when it comes to some actors, you can almost see the intensity like in their eyes when they do kind of like a close-up angle and shit like that, and you can definitely see that in the guy that played John Shelby. Like, some actors do it really well. Daniel Day-Lewis is one of them. Tom Hanks can do it pretty well. I'm trying to think of who else. I mean, like, I've heard people say that like Sylvester Stallone can do it, but I'm like, no, he really can't. Maybe like in his Rambo days or something. Like, yeah, maybe like back during his Rambo days and shit like that, but no, not right now. Jean-Claude Van Damme did it too. Yeah, I think he did it really well in movies like Kickboxer and Bloodsport. Arnold Schwarzenegger does it pretty well. But actors like Tom Cruise can't do it for shit. He just always has kind of like a stupid, bored look in his eyes, and it's like, you know, man, like that's really gotta suck for him, especially for his wife, because you gotta think like Tom Cruise and his woman, you know, trying to get it on. He just looks bored out of his mind and shit. Like, dude, that would disrespect any woman. I don't care. Like, that's just his natural look, so it's kind of fucked up. Believe it or not, Brad Pitt doesn't do it too well. I mean, he's got a few roles where, you know, he can pull it off real good. Like when he played Achilles in Troy, he pulled that off fucking phenomenal. Yeah, the character, like the mentality and shit that Achilles kind of had, or was, you know, rumored to have. And then, like in Street Fighter, he did it pretty well. No, not Street Fighter, Fight Club. Damn. But yeah, he did it pretty well in that. But other movies like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, not really. When he played Louis in Interview with a Vampire, he did it really well there. That's one where Tom Cruise kind of had it as well, but not to the same type of magnitude that Brad Pitt did. And I'm trying to think of who else. It was Leonardo DiCaprio does it pretty well. He's another very talented actor. He can do that same type of deal with the eyes and all that, and kind of. I'm just gonna order supplies here.
All right, moving right along.
But yeah, he's another one that can do it, and I really saw that kind of you know, acting and stuff really come out in Leo DiCaprio, not only in The Revenant, but also in movies like Gangs in New York, where that actually has Daniel Day-Lewis in it too. And in that movie, Daniel Day-Lewis only has one eye, so you know, it's even better when he has one eye and can still do it pretty well. But yeah, he does it pretty well. I'm trying to think of who else would be a good example. Antonio Banderas, he does it pretty well. Steven Seagal doesn't do it for shit. Steven Seagal just is like, he just looks like this fat old fucking retarded guy, you know, just trying to, you know, be cool and do karate and shit. Motherfucker has one move and it's a weak ass karate chop. Like, come on, dude. And he's a dick. He's just an asshole. Yeah, Steven Seagal is just a dick. Hey, he disrespected Jean-Claude Van Damme in an interview one time. They were interviewing Steven Seagal and stuff, talking about, you know, martial arts and shit. And the interviewer brought up Jean-Claude Van Damme and was like, he was like, well, what do you think about Jean-Claude Van Damme? And Steven Seagal was like, I don't think much of the guy. He just fucking like whispers and shit to himself. It's one of those like weird ass fucking things that people do. You know, he's like, oh, I don't think much of him. I'm like, he probably doesn't think much of you either, you piece of shit. And the guy was like, well, he's actually a world champion in martial arts and shit like that. And Steven Seagal was like, I don't think he's a champion. I'm like, I don't think you'd say that to his face, dude. Jean-Claude Van Damme is one of my favorite action stars of all time. You know, martial arts and shit like that. First favorite is Bruce Lee. I love Bruce Lee. He was fucking awesome. But yeah, Bruce Lee could do it too. Bruce Lee did it extremely fucking well. For very little acting training, he pulled it off. Very skilled, which was really odd because, you know, like I said, he didn't have a whole lot of practice in acting. It was more or less just kung fu for him, or martial arts, really. And you know, that was really interesting to see how he did it. I thought, you know, I thought like, well, hell, I mean, if Bruce Lee can do it with, you know, very little acting training, then, you know, he's pretty fucking good. Chuck Norris, you know, thinking of martial artists and stuff like that. Chuck Norris isn't all that much of a martial artist. I mean, can he kick somebody's ass? Definitely. Chuck Norris is extremely skilled. But, you know, I wouldn't say like he's, you know, like Walker Texas Ranger, fucking Kung Fu Cowboy type shit. That's definitely not my, that's not my whole thing there. And, I actually watched a lot of Walker Texas Ranger as a kid. I thought it was kind of cool, you know. Oh, it's a fucking cowboy does kung fu, you know. Kicks motherfuckers' asses. And then, I watched, I think it's actually Fists of Fury. I can't remember which Bruce Lee movie it is where he fights, Chuck Norris and, he beats him. But, yeah, I saw that and I was like, yeah, you know, he's not all that good, you know. But yeah, Chuck Norris can definitely do that kind of steely-eyed, intense type of look to his eyes. And when I see an actor do it, right, because some actors do attempt it in movies and it doesn't always work out for them. Some it does, and they do it pretty well, but some it does not. Some it just looks like trash. Like, I mean, I couldn't really imagine Vince Vaughn trying to do like that type of intensity with his eyes, and I've seen him try it at least once, and I didn't think it really panned out as well, because, you know, when you see that look, or you see an actor do that look, that's like, you know, when you see them do that look, you know, for me personally, I want to be able to like feel that intensity, you know. If you just pull out some fucking half-assed fucking like tilted eyebrow trying to do Dwayne Johnson type shit, then yeah, you should just go the fuck home. You should definitely just go the fuck home. The Rock is another one. He does it pretty well. I think he had a couple of scenes in like San Andreas that actually showed it really well, and that's another great movie. If you guys haven't seen that, I would definitely recommend checking that out. This guy on a horse. Starting to get dark anyway. We're gonna put this skunk in here. Run into town and talk to the butcher. Sell some stuff.
We're well stocked for the time being.
Bam. But yeah, there's a lot of actors that can, a lot of actors that can't pull off that steely-eyed look. Oh, what's his name? Hugo Weaving, the guy who played Agent Smith in The Matrix, Elrond in Lord of the Rings, and fucking he played V in V for Vendetta. Like, you know, if you guys have ever seen him in anything, you know he pulls off that look almost fucking flawlessly. It's pretty good, pretty incredible how he does it, because he just instantly just has like that smoldering intensity in his eyes. It's like, oh shit.
Oh, hello again. Never too soon, huh?
I'm trying to think of any female actors that do it too, but I can't really think of any.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of any. I can't really think of any.
Seems everyone with a rifle been hunting
I think Scarlett Johansson could do it decently, but I wouldn't say she's like extremely good at it. Helen Mirren. Helen Mirren can do it really fucking well. But she's always been a talented actress from when she was like really young. Like, let me think. When she played Morgana in Excalibur, she plays King Arthur's sister in Excalibur, which is really fucking impressive how well she pulls that character off. And even like later on, like when she plays Catherine the Great, when she played Catherine the Great, that was fucking incredible. She pulls out that same steely-eyed look in there quite a few times. And then you got in Red with Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis can do it too. Morgan Freeman, not so much. I'm trying to think of who else in there. John Malkovich. John Malkovich can do it well. Josh Brolin. But yeah, Helen Mirren is probably one of the more intense, steely-eyed look type of people. I need to brush this damn horse off. But yeah, she's definitely got that steely-eyed look down. But she even pulled it out in I think it's like Royal Deceit or something like that, with Gabriel Bryan and Christian Bale. Kate Beckinsale's in there. She can do it as well when she played Celine in the Underworld series. I think she did that like really fucking well. Where is the fucking horse brush? Anybody know where to get a fucking horse brush at? Fucking doctor's office selling fucking candy and shit. What the hell? Yeah, Kate Beckinsale does it pretty good. There's another good actress. Michelle Rodriguez, she does it really well. Hold up. If I was gonna be fucking horse brushers, I'd buy them at a stable. 'Cause I feel like I've checked the general store before. But yeah, there's plenty of actors that can do it. Henry Cavill, who plays Geralt of Rivia in the new series. Hold up. There it is, horse brush. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Henry Cavill plays Geralt of Rivia in the new Witcher series that they're doing on Netflix, and I'm guessing it's one of the earlier parts of the story. But he still pulls the character off pretty well. I wasn't a big fan of him playing Superman. I didn't really like the whole Superman thing. Superman's never really been one of my more favorite characters. I always thought Superman was just kind of a douchebag anyway. And then when they made Injustice, and Superman was, you know, turned into a bad guy. It was kind of funny because, you know, I wanted to play and beat Injustice just because they made Superman a douchebag. And I was like, yes, I finally get to kick the shit out of Superman and don't look like a bad guy for it. See, I've never really been a Superman fan. But if I was gonna pick like a favorite hero of all time, that's pretty difficult.
Shit!
I don't know who I would pick for my favorite superhero.
Care to have some fun?
Now, if we're just going off like the basic hero themselves, then it's extremely hard. But if I could pick like any type of like variant of them, then it would kind of ease it up a little bit. But
Look like something out of my dreams.
yeah, bitch, I know I do. But responding to what old girl in the game said. But no, I'm trying to think like superhero wise. Like there's a lot of great superheroes, and it's not just, you know, DC or Marvel. No, there's great superheroes in all of them. Let's see, for Marvel, I would probably have to go for like, I definitely like Wolverine from like the X-Men. And even though they kind of made Cyclops a bitch in the movies, right? I still liked him in like the shows and stuff, like the cartoons and all. He was still an awesome hero, you know. But like he was like so in love with Jean Grey in the movies, like it was just real sickening as to how weak it made him when she died. And yeah, that kind of fucked him up. So yeah, for like Cyclops, I'd have to go with like the comics, but it's kind of hard to think. I like Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler's really cool. The ability to teleport. Like, come on now. Nobody, like, there's nobody that wouldn't want that ability. Oh, my controller. I set my controller down real quick. But yeah, like fucking like teleportation with Nightcrawler. Like I don't know like all of like the like all of like the abilities and stuff for Nightcrawler. Like I know he has to see where he's going to teleport into, right? But I don't know if there's like a distance. Like could he like if he's out in the middle of a fucking open field, right? Could he teleport, you know, like 200 miles across the field, or would he only be able to go like fucking 30-40 feet or something like that? That would be like a good question that I would have for you know, like just anything about that. That would be like my first question. If I had Nightcrawler's powers, I'd be like, yeah, I need to test out some theories here. Give me a minute. But hold on. But yeah, like there's another one that I had a theory about, like if Nightcrawler, like this, like he said, like his power only works if he can see where he's going. Would that really like have an effect on him, like teleporting into like a room that he's been in before? If he knows where everything is in the room, like the chairs and like the couch and all that stuff, if he knows where it all is in the room, could he still, you know, like teleport into the room? That's another question. But overall, like I like his powers. And in the movies, they always make him kind of like this scared person. Like he's always like scared of like stuff around him, which is kind of fucked up, because in the cartoons he's always like, you know, he's always chill and, you know, goofy and having fun and, you know, laughing and stuff like that. Hold on one sec, I got a phone call.
I'd be a lot more comfortable if that gun weren't out.
Is there a line for some of your time? You let me know if you change your mind.
Oh, somebody invited me to a posse. But, yeah, like, a lot of questions about, you know, like, powers and stuff like that. You know, I like the Nightcrawler, you know, in the shows, and stuff a lot more than the one from the movies. I feel like the one from the movies is a little bit more on point with the comics, though. But, I also heard, a rumor and, like, a theory one time that, like, Mystique was Nightcrawler's mom, but there's so many different, like, X-Men multiverse universe type things, and there's all, like, different storylines to him and stuff like that. But yeah, like, I heard that theory, and I didn't quite quite understand it. You know what I mean? I put my gun away. I didn't even know I have a gun out. But yeah, that's a good question there. Like, who is Nightcrawler's parents? I'm just topic jumping right now. well, I just fuck off. But let me think. For my favorite Marvel hero, I would more than likely have to go with Nightcrawler. At least for the X-Men universe. When it comes to, like, the other universes, like, you got the Avengers, which is a huge franchise. You know, and in that franchise alone, you have other franchises. You have Thor, you have Iron Man, you have Spider-Man. For the Avengers, honestly, a lot of people would probably disagree with this, but my personal favorite is Spider-Man. I like the new Peter Parker that they have. The guy who plays him is fucking phenomenal. Especially in the Lost City of Z. In the Lost City of Z, he's in there. He plays Charlie Hunnam's son when the kid gets older, and he does an awesome job in there. He does an awesome job as Spider-Man. Like, honestly, I've never cried watching a superhero movie, but when he died in Infinity War, a tear rolled down my cheek, and I was like, damn, because he did it convincingly. And that's one of my things with watching any actor, is they have to be able to convince me that they're that character. Daniel Day-Lewis does it with every fucking role he's done. The Phantom Thread, fucking Gangs in New York, when he played Lincoln, Last of the Mohicans. I mean, every character I've ever seen him play, he's always been able to convince the audience that he is that character. And I really like this new kid. I didn't like Tobey Maguire. Andrew Garfield was somewhat decent, you know, but he got his ass kicked a lot. So, I mean, he was kind of decent, but, you know, the Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man he's good. I like him. So yeah, I'd probably have to say he's probably my favorite there. Then for DC Universe, you know, you got a lot of iconic heroes. You've got fucking what's his name? You got Green Lantern and shit. You got Superman, of course, Batman. You've got fucking the Flash, Cyborg, Robin, Nightwing, which is a Robin variation. Like I said, Green Lantern. You've got Hawkeye, which is kind of cool. You got Wonder Woman. Fuck, you got what's her name? Black Canary. Fucking Aquaman. Jason Momoa is really cool as Aquaman. I like him. You know. But who else? Because, you know, you have the Justice League. The Justice League are like the biggest group of fucking heroes ever, you know. And when they made the movie, I knew they were gonna start off with, you know, just the original guys, like the old school Justice League, right? But I really like to see them go further with the Justice League. But I might have to say, for my favorite DC hero, it would definitely have to be, it's not Green Arrow. It's definitely not Green Arrow. God, I honestly don't like Green Arrow at all. And same goes for Marvel. I'm not a big Hawkeye fan. I don't really understand the whole thing with Hawkeye. I mean, if they made a movie about it, mainly because I don't know a lot of the lore and stuff behind the character, behind Hawkeye, but if I knew more about him, then I might be inclined to, you know, maybe see him in a different light, but I'm not a huge Hawkeye fan. I like Martian Manhunter, he's pretty cool. He has all kinds of different powers and stuff. Robin's decent. I love Beast Boy. Beast Boy's got to be my favorite hero from DC. I mean, like, I don't even, like, the idea of being able to turn into animals is cool as shit. Even if they are big and green, you can still tell what it is. That's a dog. That's a cat. That's a fucking gorilla. You know, you can definitely tell the difference in them. It doesn't matter what fucking color they are. And Beast Boy's, you know, at least in, like, Teen Titans, he's, like, funny and goofy, and, you know. Yeah, and he's probably the most childish, you know, or, like, kid-like. I wouldn't say childish, but he's, like, the most kid-like character out of them. And he's a really easy character to understand and, you know, kind of, like, kind of vibe with, I guess. You know, you can really understand the character very easily. But I don't know a whole lot about his backstory, but powers alone make him my favorite. But if we go into villains for Marvel, there's so many villains in Marvel. Like just going off of Spider-Man, because he's my favorite Marvel guy. My favorite Marvel hero. Villains from him, you got Hammerhead, you've got fucking Scorpion, Rhino, Venom, Carnage. Fucking, you got so many different ones. You got so many different ones. Which makes him, like, really interesting. But, yeah, you've got, like, so many different fucking, you know, Marvel villains. And Spider-Man has so many villains alone, and I wish I would see more of them in the movies. I wish they would have done Scorpion. You know, if they would have thrown in Scorpion, that would have been, like, really fucking cool. You know, throw in a Scorpion, Hammerhead. You know, we've seen Sandman, we've seen Venom. Fuck. Throw in Carnage. Dude, Carnage was brutal. Carnage was fucking hell on earth. But then you've got Galactus. Galactus fucking eats planets. Like, come on, man. I like how when I said that, the piano stopped playing. Like, what? Like they were listening. But no, like, yeah, Galactus, he eats planets. So, I mean, he's a powerful bad guy because you can't beat him at all. Trying to think, you got Magneto, which Magneto, in my personal opinion, isn't really a bad guy in a lot of ways. You know, but in some ways he is. So, you know, you got Sabretooth, Wolverine's brother, which is really interesting. I like Sabretooth. I really like Sabretooth. The first guy to play him, I can't remember his name. I think it was Tyler Zane, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't think it was him, though. But the second guy to play him, he also plays Ray Liotta. Or not fucking Ray Liotta, Ray Donovan. Shit, I don't know why I was thinking Ray Liotta. But, I think Ray Liotta would be a pretty interesting Joker. But, Like, yeah, when he played Sabretooth, it was pretty interesting. You've also got, Juggernaut. Juggernaut's fucking cool. Love Juggernaut. You got Abomination from the Hulk. Killmonger from Black Panther's pretty cool. I kind of like him. You also have the Winter Soldier, which the Winter Soldier isn't really a bad guy. He was just kind of brainwashed. But still, there was that time where he was a bad guy. So you got Red Skull, the leader of fucking Hydra. So, I mean, yeah, he's a bit of a bad guy. Scarlet Witch, which pretty much turns into a you know, a heroine. I don't know. I don't know how to actually pronounce that word right there. Heroine. I want to say heroine, but I feel like that's not right. But you know, she turns into a hero. And you got Quicksilver, which in Avengers, Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch turn into heroes, but they're originally bad guys. And the real fucked up part is that Quicksilver is actually from the X-Men universe. Like, why is he here in Avengers? You know? But in the X-Men universe, you know, he was still the bad guy. But in the movies, he turned him into a good guy. So, you know, I don't really get that. But, let's see, villain for Marvel. I would have to definitely go with Carnage. Carnage would definitely be my favorite, because I remember fighting him in the old Spider-Man games. He just kicked my ass every time. I couldn't touch him. So, yeah, definitely Carnage. Now, for DC, DC is actually very easy for me to pick a bad guy. I have my top two for DC. The second one is Solomon Grundy. I love Solomon Grundy. He's cool as shit. He, if I remember how the little song they have for him goes, it's like Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday, died on Tuesday, buried on Wednesday, revived on Thursday, or something like that, resurrected on Thursday. It's something like that. But yeah, Solomon Grundy's basically this big ass zombie, which is really cool. You know, he's this big jacked up zombie with super fucking strength and shit. So yeah, I definitely like him. Also like Ra's al Ghul. Ra's al Ghul is really fucking cool. But my favorite villain from the DC universe is Doomsday. I saw the issue, I actually got to read the issue number 1 of the Superman versus Doomsday comic book. And that was fucking incredible. I don't read comic books very often, but you know, I've seen a lot of them. I've read a lot of them, but I don't read them a whole lot, you know. But when they brought Doomsday into Batman v Superman, right, when they brought him into that, you know, I was like, oh dude, Doomsday, this is gonna be fucking sweet. This is gonna be incredible. I can't wait to see this fight. They bring him out and I was just really let down. Because like every depiction I've seen of Doomsday, he's this big hulking fucking rock monster with these red eyes and like these spikes and shit. You know, especially like in Injustice 2, where he's got the fucking spiked he's got the rock mohawk and shit, and he looks badass. He's got like the harness on and shit, and the fucking combat pants and boots. You know, he looks really fucking badass. I was like, yo, Doomsday looks fucking savage. But yeah, yep, that would be my my favorites there for heroes and villains. You know, but there's a lot of heroes that you know aren't mentioned and shit like that. Luke Cage from Marvel, fucking Moon Knight from Marvel, fucking DC Universe. You got what's his fucking name? It's like Black Lantern, or not Black Lantern, Black Adam. I think he's a good guy. I can't quite remember. There's Shazam, Doctor Fate. You know, there's a lot of good ones. You know, in DC that don't get a whole lot of credit. But I think they should definitely start making more movies on a lot of the more underrated superheroes from DC and from Marvel too, because there are a lot of underrated heroes in Marvel. I think Static Shock was DC, but I can't quite remember. But Static Shock was kind of cool. He was a young teenage dude, you know, young teenage black dude living in the ghetto, and he could fucking, you know, control lightning and shit and like conjure electricity. So I mean, hell yeah, that's fucking cool as hell. I think that's really fucking sweet. But yeah, like let me think here about Marvel. You had Gambit, which he only appeared in one fucking X-Men movie. You know, that was Origins. That was Wolverine's movie, and Gambit just showed up for a little bit. It's like, yeah, I'm here for like 20 minutes of screen time, then I'm gonna get the fuck out. You know, Gambit. In the old cartoon, Gambit was with Jubilee. I can't really remember her power. I think she like shot Stardust or some shit out of her fucking hands. It'd be cool if you're playing Pokemon Go, but I mean, come on now. The hell. But Rogue, you know, when she was in the X-Men movies, she's still, you know, a cool hero. You got Jean Grey, obviously, but she's kind of back and forth between the two. Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's a Marvel hero. Not a lot of people, you know, actually realize that, but he is. He's kind of cool. I think Nicolas Cage did decent playing Ghost Rider, you know, but Ghost Rider's primary enemy, if I remember, was Mephisto and not Blackheart. But Blackheart's still a cool villain. You know, he's like the son of the devil or something. He's like a really powerful demon, high-ranking demon. But, yeah. Like, let me think of some other heroes here. You got, like, the Fantastic Four. I haven't seen the remake of the Fantastic Four yet. I think I've seen, like, a little bit of it, but I can't remember. I don't remember any of it, anyway. But, Michael B. Jordan, the guy that plays Killmonger in Black Panther, he's in there. And I think Jamie Bell plays the Thing. But yeah, they're pretty cool. Fantastic Four, they're pretty interesting. They're probably one of the more underrated teams or groups as far as heroes go. The Avengers and X-Men would definitely be in the top 3 there. Would definitely be the top 2 there. Who else is there? I mean, obviously you got Thor and all them. You got Iron Fist. I wouldn't mind seeing an Iron Fist movie. Iron Fist is actually one of the more interesting superheroes because that character, Stan Lee, got inspired to make Iron Fist after Bruce Lee. So Iron Fist is like a superhero version of Bruce Lee. That's what he was, you know, designed for and made for, to be the iconic like kung fu superhero. You know, that'd be Bruce Lee, which is pretty interesting. You know, they did Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy is definitely getting up there. You know. Who else? Black Widow. I'd love to see a Black Widow movie. That'd be fucking awesome. Like I said, they should make a Hawkeye movie. You know, they have a lot of heroes to work with. They could spit out a lot of movies, but you know, they're just kind of squandering it. Let's just throw them all in at once. We'll take all these lesser guys and throw them in and get them killed off. Somebody ain't got to do shit about them later. So then when somebody, you know, like me, be like, yo, what about a Hawkeye movie? Oh, well, he was in the Avengers. Yeah, but he didn't have a fucking origins. Like, come on, man. We got to see the event. We got to see everyone else's origins except for Hawkeye. And fucking, Black Widow. Who the fuck, bruh? Come on. Start making some fucking origins movie, bruh. I mean, they did fucking Ant-Man. They literally did Ant-Man. Like, what the hell? What kind of shit is that, man? I don't even like Ant-Man. Paul Rudd's a cool dude, you know? He's a very good actor. I'm not taking anything away from him. I loved him in Dinner for Schmucks. But, you know, he's not... you know, I feel like Ant-Man was a lot more serious. You know, I feel like he was a more serious, he should have been like a little bit more of a serious character. And they were just trying to make it like comedy and relatable. But you know, Paul Rudd, he did do a good job as Ant-Man, but Ant-Man's more of a minor hero. Falcon, they brought in Falcon, like really, dude? Falcon. Why? Why Falcon? And then you had the Avengers Age of Ultron, which was literally a fucking origin story for Vision. Why? They should do an origins movie for Hulk with Mark Ruffalo playing Hulk. Mark Ruffalo is the guy that plays Hulk in the Avengers, for people who don't know that. But yeah, like but I mean, we got the Captain America origins and all that shit. We got Tony Stark, Iron Man's origins. We got fucking Thor's origins. But that's it. We also got a little bit of a Peter Parker, Spider-Man. And we got a little bit of Star-Lord's origins and stuff with Guardians of the Galaxy. Honestly, I would like to see a Rocket and Groot movie. Like, with just the two of them, their origins. I think that'd be fucking hilarious. Like, they meet for the first time and go off bounty hunting and shit. You know, that'd be something fucking cool. I think that'd be really fucking interesting. I'd love to see that. Guys, sorry I didn't play more of the game. I just kind of got on a ramble there. Sup? Sup? Bartender, I need a beer. But yeah, guys, sorry about not playing the game a whole lot. I was trying to get a couple minor things done and thought I'd stream it. And then I got into a rant. But guys, that's going to be it for this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments who your favorite superhero from, you know, any superhero. It doesn't matter who it is. It don't have to be from a brand or whatever. But let me know who your favorite superhero, who your favorite supervillain is down there in the comments. Leave a like. Damn sure leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on those notifications. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.